How can you hack your Instagram account so that way you can find your next client? In the scroll, can you imagine you scrolling through your activity feed, and as you're scrolling through this activity feed, you're looking at your next client that potentially you're gonna work with? Could you imagine that being the case and that being the situation? Well, in today's video, we wanna go over just that, and we wanna talk about how you can basically be able to reach your next buyer, your next seller, and potentially the client in your area that you serve by your Instagram account being hacked and you utilizing the algorithm to do as such, okay? So you're gonna have to stay to the end to bring this together full circle, because the last couple of tips is really gonna help you maximize this opportunity to hack your Instagram account. Welcome, my name is Norman Kinsey, third CEO and co-founder of #1 marketing and positioning agency called Liftoff Agent. We're changing up some of the camera angles here, and we're always adding massive value to the real estate industry, whether it's our podcast sponsored by Liftoff Agent or just Liftoff Agent in general, #1 marketing and positioning agency, building massive brand awareness with these videos on YouTube and our social media and our podcasts, going to events, keynote speaking, going on podcasts, because we want to really serve this industry. And we want to help this industry. We want to help you maximize opportunities so you can be able to have quicker, faster success. Not 10 years, have more success within 2 to 5 years. Imagine that possibility. #1 marketing positioning agency. Subscribe, like, follow, connect with us. I had to go ahead and give us the plug because you want to get into the goods, and we want to tell you and teach you in today's video how we're going to hack your Instagram account, and let's do it right now. All right, let's do it. Let's go. So you have Instagram. I hope you have Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, then you're gonna have to start with setting up an Instagram account. If you do have an Instagram account, this is gonna be a video for you. And if you don't have Instagram, then by the time you finish watching the end of this video, you're really gonna be like, okay, I need to get an Instagram account started. Okay, so here's Instagram.com. This is basically an activity of a bunch of various different individuals through the activity feed that I see here. Now, I wanna make sure you understand what you're seeing when you go into Instagram. Anything that you see in Instagram as far as in your activity feed, and anything that you see in your Explore page. My Explore page has a lot of bodybuilders and people working out and cars and GTRs and coaches and that type of activities, because for me, I technically am training to get on stage as a bodybuilder. So what I'm doing is I'm really working out really hard. I'm staying consistent with my macros and my eating and my training. And so my attention is focused on my goal set, which is gaining weight and potentially looking like Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Let's go. No, but I don't need to be that crazy big. I just want to look good, feel good. And I believe that mental, spiritual, physical, it all ties in together, okay? So the first thing I want you to do is go into your Instagram account. Do it right now. And now if you're watching this video on your phone, then you can still potentially watch this video continuously. If you pay for YouTube, if you didn't know that, pay for YouTube, you could actually have the screen go black and it will still play music. If you don't pay for YouTube, then basically you'll turn off your screen and guess what happens? The music stops. So you can almost like watch podcasts or listen to music on YouTube if you pay for it and never have to even have your screen on, which is pretty cool if you didn't know that. Little side note. So let's go ahead and get into it. So let's go through your activity feed, and I want you to scroll through your feed, okay? I'm scrolling through my feed. We'll scroll through this feed here. And so we wanna see basically what's popping up and what's coming up. Now this feed is gonna have a lot of real estate professionals and people that we want to follow, which is real estate professionals. So you're going to see real estate professionals and mortgage professionals that are all going to be associated with real estate because of the fact that we basically target. What is our target? Real estate professionals, okay? So what's in your activity feed and who are you targeting? You're targeting a potential buyer of a home or a seller of a home, right? Or someone in the area that you serve. So when you go through your activity feed, do it right now. I need you to do this because this is gonna help you have more success. You're not just watching this video to be entertained. Maybe you are, but you're also watching this video so you can be able to take what you learn and apply to your business to have more success, okay? So go through your activity feed. What's coming up? Girls, cars, fitness, restaurants, local people in your community, maybe, I would hope so. And after you self-evaluate who's coming up in your activity feed, you might just need to think about changing up who you're following and also what you're looking at. Because Instagram, this is how it works. 3 seconds per post, right? So as soon as you see a post and it's a video and you watch that video, there's Levi Elastic, our referral partner, shout out to one of our clients. And I watch that for a second, right? 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds. As I watch it, the algorithm's picking me up that I'm watching that, and the algorithm is gonna give me more of that. So if you're out there looking at bodybuilders, you're out there looking at, say, someone who is traveling the world, or you're looking at family pictures, or you're looking at someone who has a family and you want to have a family, or has a nice car and you want to have a nice car, or they have a nice body, you want to have a nice body, then you're going to start getting that in your activity feed. And I highly recommend that you utilize Instagram not to be entertained. You utilize Instagram to specifically and directly reach out to and serve and market to your ideal buyer and or seller or person you want to work with in your area. So everyone in your activity feed should be local community members. I don't care if it's a local restaurant. I don't care if it's a local farmer's market. I don't care if it's a local politician. I don't care if it's your next door neighbor. They need to be in your activity feed, and here's why. If you're gonna go through the process of wanting to work with buyers and sellers and build your business in your specific community, then you need to make sure that everyone that's in your scroll, in your feed, are people that you are wanting to work with. Okay, now stay with me here. I told you at the end of the video, I'm gonna give you the specific technique and the specific thing that you need to do to change your whole entire algorithm on your Instagram to be more in your favor and to feed you literally your next client on a silver platter, okay? So you have something called the Explore page. At the bottom right, you're gonna have the glass, a magnifying glass. I'm gonna click on that, right? As soon as I go in that, it's gonna give me basically an activity feed of a bunch of things that are associated with what I follow the most. If you look, what do you see here? Bodybuilding. That's what I just talked about, okay? Now at the top, you can search for anything, okay? You can search at the top. Now what I want you to search for is I want you to search for like something local in your area. Could be a bagel shop, could be a coffee shop, could be a farmer's market. It could be anything local. So we'll say Gilbert Restaurants. Okay, now I'm looking up Gilbert Restaurants. I'm a foodie. I want to find new locations. Now, check this out. This is huge. Now look at the feed. What am I seeing here? All great restaurants that are in my local area. So I'm going to show you here on my screen and to see if I could do this. I think I can. Technically I have to type in. I don't really want to type all that in, so I just showed you. That's good enough. Now, I'm gonna look for a local restaurant. Okay, here's some French fries. I just found French fries, local restaurant. Oh my God, check this out. Boom, okay? Local restaurant, okay? And then I just found that they also are followed by mutual followers. This is gonna be hint, hint, mutual followers, Gilbert. So the city of Gilbert, Arizona has an Instagram page. Now, if I follow this page and like this food, and then I look at basically who's following this account, it should be a bunch of people that are following this Instagram account that are local people that live in Gilbert, Arizona. And if I'm a real estate agent, which you are, or a mortgage professional, or someone that wants to help someone buy or sell a home, and these are a bunch of people that potentially want to buy or sell a home, I could literally spend some time going through all of these people. And don't follow everybody. Follow the people that are in line with what you like to do. If you have a nice car, they have a nice car, great, follow them. If they have a family and you have a family, great, follow them. If they're in great shape and they work out and you're in great shape and you work out, follow them. Because like attracts like, and you want to build your activity feed to be individuals that specifically you want to be working with going through that process, okay? So that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go to the activity feed, icon, bottom, boom, click it. Then you go to the top and you're gonna search for, say, local restaurants. We'll just use that for an example. After you go local restaurants, then you're gonna see various different pictures of food. Go to the food that you like the most, something that you want to genuinely try. Follow that page, look at their followers, follow some of their people, and then when you go to that actual restaurant, this is the kicker. When you go to this restaurant, and this is gonna be a two-part, this is gonna tie in with the last video we talked about as far as Google My Business. Go to the restaurant, you're going to eat the food. After you eat the food, or right before you're about to eat the food, take a picture of the food, right? Post it on your Instagram stories, and then tag that restaurant, and then guess what's gonna happen? You've already followed them on Instagram, liked some of their content, followed some of the people that you would like to connect with that are locally in your community. It's already went to the restaurant. Now you went ahead and went to the restaurant, taking out your spouse, right? Or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or someone you want to take a date on. And now you're taking a picture of the food, you're tagging them, and now they're putting that on your stories or on their stories. Now guess what? Now those people that are already, because this is a thing, when you go and follow someone that is in that segment, right? So say for instance, I'll give you an example. Say I just followed Ashley. Ashley's our neighbor, right? She's helping us get our next flip on the market here in a couple days. She's absolutely awesome. She's here in Gilbert, Arizona. Joe's her husband. He's mortgage. She's real estate, okay? And say for instance, we just connected, right? And she was one of the top followers of that business account. Guess what's up? She watches those stories because she loves their food. And then you guys connected on Instagram. Now, basically she sees that you're there and they just shared your story and she's never done that. Now she's inspired and you posted something that she really wants to try. Now you and Ashley are having a conversation that turns into the fact that she actually is looking to sell her house and buy another house. Boom! All from the standpoint of you saying, how do I reverse engineer this Instagram account? How do I maximize my Instagram account? How do I search for local companies and then give them some love and go try them and shop small and then connect with people that also like to shop small and that also likes to support them or also likes food or also likes whatever, cars, farmers market. You can do this for anything. You can do this for the local library. You can do this for the farmer's market. You can do this for a coffee shop, bagel shop, food, doesn't matter. Hiking, right? There's lots of ways for you to take this to the bank, hack it, and make it work just for you. And this also ties into Google My Business video, which we just filmed, talking about you leaving reviews and your business card and taking a picture of the food. You could be double ending opportunities because this is the thing. You want to leverage your past efforts for your future successes. And you always in the back of your mind, you want to be present when you're at dinner or doing what you're doing. But in the back of your mind, you want to specifically be thinking about how can you be able to maximize your Instagram, have more clients literally being fed through your IG stories, or your IG feed, right? So that's just people that you automatically want to connect with. And then to bring it together full circle, potentially do what you already do, go out to dinner, post it on your story, and boom, you just got someone who now wants to potentially buy with you or sell with you because you both connected over a local restaurant, you never knew each other before, and it all started because of this random YouTube video that you found with Mr. Liftoff, talking about this technique, thanks to Liftoff Agent, your #1 marketing positioning agency, and you just gathered and just were able to achieve your next client. Was that helpful? If it was, do us a favor, keep it super simple, like the video and subscribe. And then if you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified for new videos coming out every Tuesday and Thursday. Hope you guys like the new camera angle, the new vibe, and we wanna make sure that we come up with massive value to serve you and your business. So that's why we wanted to make sure that we went through the next mile and actually like use the screen here, pulled some stuff up and had some fun. So best of luck out there. We'll see you on the next one and good luck.